Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be taking you through a day in my life. Well, actually, it's more than a day. It's about a night and a day. Well, it's still within 24 hours, but it would be from Friday night into Saturday afternoon. So if you've been following my videos, you remember that last week I told you that my hair really needed to be pulled out, but as I said pulled out, I remember that that's not what everybody calls it. I mean to loose the braids, you know what I mean, right? So I needed to remove the braids, but last week I was just not up to it, so I planned for this weekend. So Friday night when I came home from work, I think we started maybe around 7 o'clock. So we had something to eat first and everything, and then we decided to start from Friday night because of course it would take some time. So at first we were in the living room, and I'm showing you in real time how long it took for him to pull out one, so that you can understand my appreciation for him pulling out my entire head off here, because it's not like he goes fast or anything, but he's just so patient, and I'm just honestly so appreciative, so grateful for him, because he really took the time to sit down and pull. He didn't cut it far up or anything, just to make sure that him don't cut any of my hair. So he cut like from above the curls, and guys, you can see the level of dirt in my hair, or whatever you would call that. So when he finished each one, he had to like comb out that little lint looking thing that's like at the end of the ear, like when it looked like the hair was about to get locked. Whatever it is that's gathered there, it looks like lint to me, but I don't know what it is for real. But anyways, this was Friday night. We started like from 7 p.m. and as I'm telling you, based on the time you see it took him to do one, you can understand how long it took him to do my entire head of hair. We stayed up until around 10 o'clock because Nate went on a school trip where he went to Green Grotto Caves, to Rosal Great House, and to some gaming arcade in Montego Bay. So he took so long to come back, so we were staying up waiting for him, and then I decided to go to my bed, and then I said, no man, I could just try and finish it. So he came and I was still in bed and he was trying to finish it, but I couldn't bear it. I really wanted to sleep and everything. So I stopped, I went to bed. This now is this morning when I woke up. I'm showing you what was left back, because I actually thought he finished it, because I don't know at what point I fell asleep. But this is what was left when I woke up this morning. So I just made up my mind that we have to go back to it. So I had a cup of tea. This was around 6 o'clock maybe. Had a cup of tea, and then we got straight back into it. This was my hair after he finally finished pulling out everything. And I decided to just part my hair in 4 and put in 4 big plaits, what we would call granny plaits, so that I could, when I was washing my hair, I could do it in parts to ensure that I actually got into it good and proper, because I'm telling you, my hair was so dirty. Usually, I would wash my hair every 2 weeks, whether or not I have in braids or anything. But because I wasn't feeling well for a while, I did not get a chance to wash it. And so I think I ended up going maybe about 4 weeks. I know it sounds bad, but I wasn't well. I really, really wasn't well. So in total, I think my hair was done for 6 weeks. I'd washed it the first 2 weeks, but then I couldn't bother to wash it, or I couldn't manage to wash it again after that. So this was me putting my hair in 4 plaits. I finished that, and then it was time for me to wash. I decided to just wash Deja's hair as well. And every time I look at Deja's hair, I have to show you, because it pains my heart so much to see how Deja cut out her hair, all the areas that she cut out. And every time that I'm to comb her hair, it is such a struggle to comb her hair in a style where it don't show up. And this morning, I just decided, whenever I'm combing it, I'm just gonna comb it normal, because I can't hide it anymore. I don't know how to find hairstyles to hide it. But as it is a Saturday, you know, we have lots of other things to do. That includes washing, that includes hanging out clothes. Sometimes we don't bother hang out, but like the uniforms today, we hung on the line, and the sheets we hung on the line. Then we went to look for some line sticks because one of them got broken. And when he went, he got some mangoes as well. And I also had gotten some from work. We decided to do some fried pressed plantains for breakfast. And while mom was doing that, I started on Deja's hair, because one thing with our hair, if you don't start combing it right away, like after you wash it, it is so hard to manage. So hard to manage. So we just have to do it right away. So while I was combing her hair, mom was frying the plantains and bringing them to us. And I decided, as I said, to just comb her hair normal. Mom also decided to make some plantain porridge as well, because it's Denver's favorite porridge and it's pre-Father's Day, so she did it as a treat for him. Back in the day, I remember when she used to make plantain porridge, she used to grate it, but you know, modern times now, so she blend it in the little thing, magic bullet thing, and then she just pour it in. So it's much easier than it was before, and also much smoother than it used to be. However, I still don't like it, but Denver loves it. Denver decided to also make some mango juice with ginger. So everybody was just doing their thing. So I was combing here. Mom was frying plantain, and I think she was finished frying plantains by now, but she was focusing on the porridge. Denver was making his mango ginger drink, which came out very good. And then he decided to just turn it into some sky juice. So he did a few of these, the mango ones, and then he also made some other red ones, and then we see him put all food coloring and make some blue ones. I don't even know what flavor drinks he actually made, because I only had the mango ones eventually, so I don't know what were the others that he made. But me see him get the container with the bags and tie it up to start doing. As I said, I continued with Deja here, and every time I get to the points where her hair is like there is no hair, I can't explain to you. I can't explain to you the pain that I feel every single time I see it. I know I've said it so many times before, but can't say it enough. And mom finished up with the porridge, and Denver was having his porridge, which he was enjoying. He and DJ were having a conversation about it, because DJ wanted to know whether or not if it would make him have diarrhea or whatever. DJ was scared to try it at first, but then he had a little. He didn't really enjoy it either, and I tried it too, but I'm just not a plantain porridge person. I'm a rice porridge person. That's the only porridge I really like. This was the finished product for Deja's hair. As I said, you know, you can still see the little areas then, but I don't know how to hide it anymore. It takes too much for me to try to find ways to part it and not show it and whatever. This was DJ trying to drink the porridge but not enjoying it, and then I was listening to some old-time gospel. This video, I don't know if you remember that video about Stomp. I think it is, what's that guy's name? You know him name, I don't remember him name. But at first me I see the video, and I said, there is no difference. Like, I could not tell that wasn't a hip-hop video. Once I finished with Deja's hair and we finished eating and everything, it was time for me to now turn my attention to my hair, which I was dreading, because, you know, say, of course, it's going to start knot up. This is a quick clip of DJ and Nate ramping. And then Denver decided to go and wash the veranda, because what's happening now is that because the place is so dusty, the wind just blows a whole lot of dust onto the veranda. So every weekend now we have to be washing it off, because it's actually easier to just wash it off than to actually sweep it. So that's every weekend basically we do that. And this was DJ out there with him trying to help him get that done. Then I think I went and I had a little nap and came back. And yes, I said I napped, if Tavia ever hear me, because Tavia is always napping and I'm always laughing at her because I don't nap. But whenever I wash my hair, for some reason, I get sleepy. And especially after combing Deja's hair, I was just tired. So mom decided to just give me some big twists, which is what I asked her for. If I had done my hair earlier, like when it was still wet, I would have probably just done like some tiny bumps or so. But since it was already dry, I just decided to go with some big twists. And as usual, mom does her thing. My resident hairdresser already. So this is her putting in her beautiful fluffy twists in my hair. I just wish it would stay longer though. My hair doesn't keep them for long. This is me sampling one of those Sky Juice. And from me start drink Sky Juice, Deja wants Sky Juice too. So she went and she had one of the red ones. She said she didn't like the mango ones. So she was having one of those ones. And then she did a video which is on TikTok as well about her bag juice, her Sky Juice. Then I had egg sandwich. I had an egg and cheese sandwich for lunch and got right back into my hair. Then mom finally finished and she tired like dog. She go sleep right after she done. She said she wanted to go on the road. She wanted to go into the town, but she was so tired that she went to sleep. While she was napping, I decided to go and spread my bed because as you saw, I had my dirty hair on it from last night. And so I had to change those sheets. Once I spread the bed, then I started folding laundry. I started with the first load and then Denvia came and helped. Then we went on the road to pick up a few things. We needed bread, we needed fries. We decided to make some burgers. And Denvia bought me a slice of red velvet cake and I bought these razors because my eyebrows need to be done. And that is pretty much how we spent our Saturday. Or that's as much of the Saturday as I'm sharing. Well, Friday to Saturday. Hope you enjoyed this video.